Hi everyone, welcome to Facebook Live and 30 Days of Change. We're on day 16 of 30 Days of Change. So really happy that you could join me today. Yeah, so we're going to crack on today. This is how to solve any problem in your life. So the thinking is, this is a bit kind of radical. Well, it's not radical, it's been around for years, this kind of thing. But what I'd like to ask you today is, if you had a problem in your life in a specific area, say you had a problem in your relationships, who would you normally go to, or who would you like to consult? If you could speak to anybody in the world about this, who would you consult if you had a problem with, say, your relationship? So if you leave your answers down below, I know there's a lag in this just now, but if you leave your answers down below, just to see kind of what type of people would get. So if you could have anybody in the world to speak to about a relationship problem, who would it be? We're still getting some hellos in. Nice to see you again as well, Ramazan. Yep, so I'm just looking for anybody. Dr. Phil says Stephanie Bitter. Dr. Phil's a good one. That's kind of one I thought of as well when I was thinking about the relationship thing. And Susan Kelly O'Reilly says my mates. Excellent. And Justin Lee says my mum. The Individual says Carly Carter Freeman. My mum as well. Excellent. So we're getting a few answers in just now. So what my thinking here is, if we have, so you look at different areas of your life, say your relationships, your work, your money, your spiritual, religious, whatever kind of main areas of your life you have, and family and stuff like that. And if you have a problem in any particular area, what you do in your mind mentally is kind of gather maybe 6 people, anybody around the world. And it could be people that have gone in the past, or people that are alive just now, or TV personalities, or anybody at all. So for example, if you had a problem with relationships, somebody mentioned Dr. Phil, then they might go to him. So in your mind, you've got a little table, and you sit 6 people round this table, 6 people that you would really love to speak to about your problem in life. So if you've got a problem with your relationships, you might have Dr. Phil, you might have another TV personality, you might have your mum there, and you might have other people there as well. So you're not speaking to them kind of on the telephone or anything, but you've just got them in your mind. So this kind of thing, it's like a mastermind in your mind, and this came about from Think and Grow Rich. If you've ever read the book Think and Grow Rich, it's kind of, well, it is very similar to that. It's kind of that. And what it is, you ask the question in your mind to this group of 6 people that you're having a particular problem with, and you wait for the different answers to come. Now that might sound a bit strange, because you might think, well, if it's in my mind, it's just me kind of giving me answers back. But here's what I believe, and here's the kind of maybe radical part. I believe we have access to a universal consciousness. So where everybody's minds, everybody's thoughts, everybody's ideas, everything they're thinking is up there in the ether. It's just up there in the ether somewhere. And we can tap into that if we can quiet our minds down and maybe meditate on an issue. Not meditate, cross your legs and Om Mani Padme Om and all that. Just sit quietly, relax your mind, and think about these 6 people that you would like to speak to about a particular issue. And I believe you can tap into people's minds. Not quite literally that way, but I believe everybody's minds is kind of in the ether somewhere, the thoughts and ideas, everything else, and we can tap into that and get questions back from this universal consciousness. Now, again, as I said, that might sound a little bit out there, but I've used it hundreds of times in the past, and the ideas that come up are actually, you just think, okay, that idea couldn't have come from me, that's just not possible, how could I get that idea? But it's coming through you. I would say it's coming through you rather than coming to you. So it's actually coming through you because you're tapping into this universal consciousness. So you can do this with lots of different areas of your life, and it doesn't have to be a problem that you're trying to solve. It could be something you want a new idea for, something you want a business idea for, you want an idea to write a book, or you want an idea to how to get more money into your life, or do something like that, or anything at all. How do you fix your health issues, for example, as well? So who would you have around the table if you had a health issue? Who would you speak to about it? So that's the idea that I'd like you to try today. Well, you don't have to try it today, you can try it kind of any day you want, but it's just to give you that idea to have a mental mastermind or a group of people that you would love to speak to about a particular topic in any area of your life. So you've got different areas of your life: spiritual, kind of religious area, money, work, health, family, relationships, different areas of your life. So you could literally have about 42 people that you consult on a daily basis. Not a daily basis, but if you've got kind of any issues or you want kind of ideas, new ideas for something as well. So have you got any kind of questions? I'm going to see if anybody's ever tried the kind of mental mastermind technique and how you got on. And Diane Baldwin says I'll definitely be trying this, and we'll see if anybody's actually tried it. So I'm just looking for angels and spiritual guides. Debbie Schneider, simple reminders. Miriam Mohisen, you are a mentor. Thank you very much for that. I would love to talk to Morgan Freeman, says Joanna De Pietro. Morgan Freeman, he'd be a good one to speak to. Who would you speak to? Why would you speak to Morgan Freeman? For what advice? Or is it just the voice, that kind of almost godlike voice? And I've never heard of it. Susan Frederick Blasco says you've never heard of that. So maybe a lot of people have not heard of that. Maybe a lot of people have not read the book Think and Grow Rich. So if you've read the book Think and Grow Rich, it's a great book to kind of get more ideas on this. But the way I've used it, I've just gathered kind of 6 people around a table, and kind of I use it mainly for business. I've got people that are really consult. I know this sounds weird, but I've got people who consult for business. I've got Evan Pagan, Frank Kern, Russell Brunson, a few others that I speak to as well. Richard Branson's in there as well about business, and Duncan Ballantyne, if you've ever heard of him, he's a Scottish entrepreneur. So when I want ideas or something, or I want to kind of discuss something, I just sit quietly for 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, and if I've got a specific question, I'll just ask that question around the table of the 6 people. Now you don't have to have 6 people, you could have just one person that you want to consult. It could be Dr. Phil if it's for relationships example. So it doesn't have to be 6, but just have at least one person for each area of your life. And what I'd urge you to do is just, I know these kind of ideas that I've got are kind of wacky, or they maybe sound a bit wacky and out there, but is just keep an open mind and just try it. So that's what I'd urge you to do. Just keep an open mind and try it for yourself to see if it works for you or not. So what I'm going to do, this was going to be a quick one because I've got coaching today, and that's why I'm on early as well. I came on at 1:30 today. So this was just a quick one for you, but it's a really, really powerful exercise, and I would definitely urge you to try it if you've not tried something like that before. So just look at a few comments before I go. They're all going too quick. It's just more hellos. Repeat person, this person has turned up many times. Maxine Gibson, you've meditated on that and the person has turned up many times. Do you meditate first, says Sue Stack Steele. You don't need to meditate first. You can just go into a meditative state. Say for about 1 minute, you just go into a meditative state and just kind of relax your mind, relax your body, and then go into the mental mastermind room. So you might have I've got a separate room set up in my head. It's like it's a big kind of office space I've kind of decorated it and everything, but you don't have to do it. It could just be a plain room, it could be a bubble, it's whatever you want, as long as you're kind of meeting with these people. but try it anyway and just see how you get on. As I said, I know it sounds a bit out there, but try it a couple of times at least before you kind of dismiss it, and keep an open mind about it as well. And you don't have to believe in this universal consciousness that I believe in. I'm not saying you have to believe that, but it's just to try new things. If you've never tried it before, I think it's a really effective tool. And it's only one tool in a toolbox that you can use. There's loads of other kind of tools, and that's what I'm trying to teach on these kind of daily live shows that I'm doing, just to get you to think differently about things, to kind of open up your mind and keep an open mind. So if you like this video, share it with your friends, and kind of like it, and obviously put the wee hearts in if you love it, and the wee smiley faces and the wee kind of thumbs up. Getting lots of hearts there flying across the screen just now. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm seeing lots of hearts. Excellent. So if you like it, just put a wee heart there, which is fantastic. But share these videos, because I think it could help a lot of people. But again, I want to thank you for your time today. You're amazing as always. I love interacting with you, and it's just such a shame that I can't interact more, because this video would be quite boring for somebody else coming back and watching it if I was just interacting with you all the time. So that's why I'm going to do it 1 minute at the beginning. So I'm going to leave you for the moment, and I'll say good day to you, or good night wherever you are, and namaste.